Jacob.
Hello, Don Bielo.
Can I help you with something?
Yes, I would like one wedding, please.
Oh, okay. When's your wedding?
Between now and December 13th.
Okay, just like any day?
One wedding, please.
Okay, well, how many hours do you need?
Probably between 5 and 24.
Okay.
How much, please?
It'll be $7,000.
Okay, great. Please send check.
Okay. No, you send me a check. Actually, don't send me a check. Please don't send me a check.
How much?
$7,000.
I give you 4,000 now, and then I return. You pay me back 1,000 after event.
I'm not sure, but I think this is a scam.
You got me. So today we're talking about photography scams.
Yes.
I don't know about you guys, but I feel like they are more frequently than ever.
Okay, so they're more frequent, but they are also bolder.
Yeah.
Like, I never know if it's a person doing it or just like a bot of some sort when it's like just emails and stuff. But I actually had someone go all the way through with signing my contract and receiving the invoice before I could figure out it was for sure a scam. So,
Wild.
let's talk about what's like a common scam that you've
You're
experienced.
back in the studio again.
Oh yeah, welcome back.
I would say my most common scam is basically kind of what we just did.
Mm-hmm.
It's the email with the broken English requesting photography with no, you try to get any kind of details out of them. Like, sure, I'd love to be able to photograph your family portrait session.
Mm-hmm.
What's the date? Any date for 1 week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, like I need to know, it's just this constant trying to, I think at this point, my red flag is pretty good on that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The minute it's the broken English, I'm like, I'm out.
So I've been following through all the way on things because I've had a few that immediately I flagged as scams. And then, I kept asking questions and then realized, oh no, English isn't their first language. And that's why this feels like clunky to go back and forth about.
Fair.
So I've been following them through all the way. But the most common one I've been getting recently is for like a family reunion or a family event. And it's over 2 days, but we could have you come either day and we need you for 4 hours on whichever day works for you. And that's when I start to be like, no, that's not how anything works. I can just show up whatever time I want on either of those 2 days and it'll be sufficient.
Just finish whenever you want. Just,
Yeah, just some time in there. And they don't ever complain about the price. But the one I had recently where
Which is sad in our industry. That's a red flag now.
yeah.
When someone's like, yeah, I'll go with that price. You're like, bullshit. Shut it down.
So, so he emailed about a family reunion. And I know the first thing you should do is be like, okay, can I jump on a phone call? But I was visiting with family or something and I wasn't going to have time to like talk on the phone. So I just entertained the emails in the meantime. So they said it was whatever day in September and a 5-hour window. And then I said, okay, what time? And they actually gave me an exact time and an address. And the address was like a rental, like in one of those like vacation home neighborhoods. So like that just seemed legitimate.
In Central Florida, you get a lot of that.
Right. And normally the scams all stop as soon as I say that I'm going to send a contract. Yeah. And then I never hear anything from them again. But this person signed the contract, went all the way through, got my invoice.
Sounds like the best client ever.
And then it came. And then he said that his DJ was having problems with their merchant services and could he pay me the full amount for me and the DJ and then I can transfer money to the DJ.
It's a good deal.
Which is for sure the scam.
I wish I would have brought like a red card. Red card.
Foul on the play. Yeah. So then I was like, "Ugh, no, that is not possible.
So after you did it and paid the DJ, how much money were you left?
Well, because then what happens is you pay money out and then they return the original one.
Yep.
I had another one after that I figured out pretty quickly was a scam, and I just upfront said, I'm going to send you a contract. You're going to get an invoice. You have to pay the exact invoice amount only in credit card because they wanted to send a digital copy of a check. Yes. Yeah. I wish we had something you could use this little remote. Here, this is your red card. Your multicolored red card.
Okay, continue. So after you took their digital check, what happened?
I did not take their digital check. And the thing is, I know a lot of people just flat out say, like, no, don't do checks ever. But a lot of the nonprofits I work for still do checks.
And it's tough because they're always giant. So deposit time is always a pain in the ass.
Could you imagine doing a mobile deposit of like a big poster board?
No, you have to take those into the bank. The mobile deposits will work. I've tried. You have to take them in. And there's only very specific banks that take that. It's the worst. Novelty checks.
But no, I mean, legitimately, they still are paying vendors in checks, which I do appreciate more than credit card because then I don't have to pay credit card fees.
True.
So I don't officially have a no check policy, but I'm not going to take a copy.
CSM not charge extra for credit cards?
Well,
can you add a service fee to it?
The Dubsado uses either Stripe or Square to process payments. So Stripe and Square are charging their regular service
So
fees.
I'm saying, like, mine allows you to, if it's a credit card, like it straight up says, like, here's your fee, there will be a 3% added bonus. So, like, you can, you don't have to, but I'm saying, like,
you could.
Some people do that where it says, like, or if you pay me direct deposit, bank transfer, you'd save this amount of money.
I haven't looked into it. I just kind of feel like it's my cost of doing business.
Yes, I agree. I was just wondering.
Yeah, I haven't looked into it because I don't want to.
But I was just wondering.
I wouldn't be surprised because it's a pretty robust invoicing platform. But
at that point, just raise all your prices to cover it regardless.
Yeah, it does hurt though when you get those like
absolutely
$2,000.
Buy money.
It's a lot of money going to Square.
What were we talking about? Square?
Scams.
Oh, that's right.
Photography scams. Have you had other ones that you've experienced?
I know I still get a ton of, which is weird because who falls for it, but the whole Instagram buy subscribers.
Oh,
Like, I'm surprised, like, does anyone really fall for that?
Mm-hmm.
And what does it do? Like, okay, I got 15,000 subscribers. I once had a post on Instagram that blew up.
Mm-hmm.
And before that, there was someone that posted on my, like, literally on the comments and said, I'm going to, like, add this many likes and subscribers. And then they did. And they were like, oh, see what else I can do for you. I can do this all the time. Pay me money.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't really care at all.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I friggin' just, obviously bots manipulated it.
Mm.
But I'm still shocked that someone would be like, yeah, you know what? I do need 50,000. I guess if you want clout in social media.
I guess. I mean, once you have more subscribers, it goes farther anyway. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know how any of that works or how it's actually beneficial or anything. So.
And then when Instagram wipes up all the bots that they can, then you drop 10,000 subscribers in a day as well.
Yeah.
But I guess if you're looking for brand deals and things like that, having that subscriber count's a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't care.
I feel like another really popular, like, photography specific scam I've seen and I've had happen or like had tried is like the classic soccer team. It's like they're calling about the soccer team or the flag football team or whatever athletic team, and they need you to come in and do a group photo and then 4 posed photos per person. And like it's like the opposite end of the other scams where they like don't give you enough information. This one they give like too much information where you're like, okay, well, I guess that could be right, but like it just feels weird.
But as someone whose kids have been in sports, that's how they do it though. So they do know, like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's, they basically, you know, they get in there, you take your 4 photos, group photo, next team.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just there's something about the way it is presented
Sure.
when they're like asking for it. And I've seen that, like I've seen in other photography groups on Facebook, like, hey, I got a request to do this like soccer team photo and they need this many pictures of this. And then every reply is like scam. And the poor person thought it was like a legit, they were asking like, how should I price this? Or this is what they said their budget was. And how does that sound? And, you know.
The rule is always if it's too good to be true. True. Because you see that all the time where they were like, this was a $10,000. They said they're going to pay me $10,000 for this shoot for one photo. You're like, honey, that's a scam.
Okay. But sometimes it's not.
Sometimes it's not.
Because.
So you're saying photography as a whole is a scam.
But remember the job that you shot for me at Universal?
Yeah.
I totally thought that was a scam. So
Kind of still was.
I got a call from a nonprofit in Germany saying that they were sending a group of people to Universal and they wanted a photographer to follow them around all day. Similar to like a Make-A-Wish.
Yeah.
It wasn't Make-A-Wish, but like it was all kids with like a particular illness.
The company was paying for.
And they were paying for the trip for everybody, and they were going to pay for me to get into Universal and to shoot all day. I already had, I think, something at the courthouse, so I couldn't shoot because it was like 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
And it was a VIP tour.
Yeah. And so like I did my due diligence. I even talked to her on the phone, and I still was like, I don't think this is real because I charged like my regular corporate rate for 8 hours. I didn't even give a deal for volume hours. I've never. You
didn't give the sick kids discount or anything?
No, normally I have a nonprofit rate. I was trying to like scare the scam out of it by charging too much. Mm-hmm. And then they're like, okay, great. And then they wanted to send a check too. And then it changed into a bank transfer. Then I was like, is this really real? And it was.
It was. I shot the whole damn thing. Even when I was shooting it, I'm like, this is a scam. This isn't real.
You said they were really nice, though.
They were really nice. They were like, they knew I was there, but at the same time, they had no idea why I was there. So it was one of those awkward, like, I just followed them around the park for 8 hours, going on rides, and...
Hey, sometimes the scams are real. I don't know what to say. It to me just means like I have to follow through on everything, even when I feel like it's a little off.
So basically the tips are don't break your routines, though your workflows for them. If they can confine in your workflow and it goes through, then it's legit.
Yeah.
But the minute they want you to start breaking from your established flow that you do with every single client, that's when you should take a step back. And say even if it's real, because that might not be a good client either.
True.
If they're not respecting your system, then is that really a client you want anyway?
Very true. Yeah, definitely watch out. Don't ever let anyone pay you more than they're supposed to pay you. Control what types of payment you're accepting and make sure like you're using protected methods.
Always protection.
Always have a contract.
Contract. Sorry. Fine.
Nothing. Yeah, and just ask a lot of questions and talk on the phone. Because a lot of the like real scams won't talk to you on the phone. Yeah. And I know I sent you a scam once. I didn't mean to. But it was a day I was already like booked on 2 things. And I was like, I can't even take on an extra. So I just referred them to you. And then you, like a few hours later, you were like, yeah, that was 100% a scam.
That was such an easy one because I couldn't even get him to commit in an email to anything, let alone he wasn't going to call. But I was just asking basic questions, and he wouldn't even commit to that. So then I just ignore him
Mhm.
at that point.
Yeah.
Even though he emailed back, hello, I need job. Some people would say photography is a scam, would you not? Aren't we truly the scam artists here?
No, we're providing a service,
For a lot of money.
but we have a lot of skill and talent behind that money. We have a mediocre level of skill and talent behind that.
Better.
No, but I mean, it is a service. You're getting an end product. It is not a scam.
I did say I thought that. I was just saying, you know,
I know people do think that.
I think every dad at a wedding has probably said that around me at one point.
That's true. I think I had one client say that. I've had this string of people who've reached out. So there was one family that I photographed graduation for. We split it, shooting different parts of the graduation celebration. And then like two of their friends have contacted me for similar types of events. And so I'm quoting them at the same rate because like I don't want to go back to their friend with like and be like, oh yeah, I got it for less than you did. Or, you know, like, I don't know that they're having that conversation, but like, that's a safe bet to just stay even keeled. And then both of the other friends are like, that's insane. I'm like, okay,
Sorry.
sorry. I can't do it for less than that. And like, you know, pay bills.
Maybe it's the wedding industry that's a scam.
Maybe.
The scam is the friends we made along the way. I think.
Sure.
When should you give your social security number? At what point?
Never.
Never. Okay.
Never.
Anyone else have any other scams that we missed?
Yeah. What scams have you run into? And how have you like determined whether it was a scam or not?
They may call on the phone, but I don't answer my phone, so it doesn't matter.
The biggest thing I've been having on my phone is all this business lending. All these people, it's at least 5 times a day. I get a robot leaving a voicemail about this business lending opportunity, and I'm eligible for $500,000. One, what would I do with a $500,000 business loan? And 2, how would I ever pay it back?
What's the thing is you just don't. It's easy.
Yeah.
It's America now. Just max it out and then...
The robots leaving the voicemails are really annoying though, because they try, like the voices are trying to be conversational, like, oh, did you really answer? Oh, hi, I'm, you know. And it's so annoying because you're leaving it in a voicemail, so I know.
Do you think there's any photography on our end that's a scam? Like as in like, you know, professional services?
What?
Extended warranties? I'm going to call you out right now.
Oh,
Like what would be a scam? Cameras? Lenses? CF cards? B&H?
I will say sometimes I feel like member service, like memberships to your professional services, but then you still have to pay for all of these services on top of the membership. It kind of feels like, what am I paying for with my membership?
So you're saying like health insurance?
Well,
Yeah, I have health insurance.
you know,
It doesn't cover anything. You have to pay for it all. Okay. Cool.
that does sound right.
I will say I have been scammed. We're going to talk about this on a future episode. Shout out. Where I received a black market camera once that had been tampered with. And
No one gave a damn.
no one gave a flying F, the very large online retailer, until I threatened a lot of things and stuff. And then all of a sudden it was okay. And I got a new camera.
Yeah, how they didn't feel like they had any responsibility in selling you a black market
Correct.
camera. Like they
Not just
just
a black market camera. It had been tampered with.
piece of Scotch tape.
They had
inside.
taken out electronics and put them back with Scotch tape and then taped a new serial number over, like,
The
so it would
miracle.
match the box. So the serial number on it wasn't even the
Yeah.
correct one.
But the miracle is that your camera operated properly.
Yeah, for like 4 months until the Scotch tape probably fell off.
I just can't.
Because it was still technically a Fuji. Somewhere in there was a real Fuji camera. It just,
Yeah, we'll need to go into detail on that
ugh,
one
it
day.
was a long, like 3 months. Fuji was great. It was the
The retailer.
retailer.
Which is ultimately who you bought it from. And they should be responsible for how they're sourcing their product.
Correct. And so I was just like, you guys would give me a new one, and then you would then go back to where you got it. And not long story short, but Fuji said, yeah, they're known for, like, if they run stock, they'll buy pallets of cameras and not,
Just not look that closely at
that close. It's Fuji camera. And then I have another friend that actually works for the federal government, and they said B&H became a non-supplier because they couldn't guarantee that the stuff they were buying was not legit. Because again, this company was like, yeah, we just buy everything and then put it on our website. So the government said you can't buy from them anymore.
Interesting.
So scam.
That was a big scam. I didn't know if you wanted to mention that at all today.
I did, but we'll go into it another. I'm not bitter. I'm not angry. I'm still mad.
I was going to say, I haven't bought from them since then.
I told everyone about it. I was like, you can buy from them. It doesn't bother me, but just so you should know this.
Oh, no, I'm not buying from them.
All right. What are we doing? Oh, we talk about what we shot this week.
Yeah. What did you shoot this week?
No. I had.
Oh, yeah.
I know we just heard that I was at a board game convention. Well, I had my second board game convention. Shut up.
Okay, to be fair, this is like the tail end of slow season. So, like, it's slow season. This is the time to do.
Oh, I could care less what these would be. I would do it in the middle of May.
I was trying to help him out.
Board games come first. Shout out board games. So I did have one event. I did a headshot session, believe it or not, at Disney for all these. It's a time of year where all the people that it's called the Legacy Award, which is like a top honor. Oh, part of the award is there's a big dinner, you get in, but there's also you get a free professional Disney headshot. So they have these giant sign-up windows, and I mean, how many sessions do they do?
I have no idea.
15, 20, and people sign up and they come in, and I was booked on a Monday. And we had 2 people sign up, and only one person showed up. I took one headshot.
Where were you set up?
Our studio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So at least you didn't have to, like, drag stuff everywhere.
In the old days, we used to actually go to the parks themselves, and we'd sit there. So, like, if you worked at Epcot and you wanted it in front of the ball, but we'd be out there just baking. And then, of course, guests would be like, there's all this big equipment, and guests like, get a photo. We're not.
We're not PhotoPass.
We're not PhotoPass. We're doing something different.
I think that was the reason why I first went in the tunnels. You and I were doing headshots at Magic Kingdom, and you were like, oh, don't worry about it. And I was like, I don't know what to do. Because we had to get from, we were off the side of Main Street, and we had to get behind the castle, and we can't just drag a wagon and cart full of gear through the whole park during park hours.
So, they have this virtual background where they can kind of put you in any spot. So if like, oh, I work at the yacht club, there's a picture of the yacht club. It looks like it. But honestly, most people, and it looks better anyways, there's a very nice legacy, like with Walt Disney, that his logo, says legacy, that was a create, dream, inspire. Whatever that logo is, that one seems to be, it's a nice backdrop. It's nice.
Cool.
So I did one.
So you probably took 15 images?
If that. I'll tell you off air. I don't want to call it, but yeah, it was interesting. So then I went into the board game convention. And so if you remember in July, I did what's called Dice Tower East. Dice Tower is a YouTube channel about board games. They're based here in Florida. So they do a couple conventions, but they do one called Dice Tower East. It's in Orlando at the Crib Royale. That one is 3,000 people. Huge game library, 3,000 games. Vendors, all that stuff. My buddy who paints miniatures for board games as like his side gig, and he's very good. He actually rented a booth. He's done it the last 2 years, and I help him out. So we are kind of vendors / then we play games on the vendor booth's done. So that one is more, it's not, we don't get a board game the entire time we're doing vending stuff. So this one is called The Retreat, and it's a private for about 300 people. Same library, but just 300 people. So it's much more like, you're just playing all the games. And you don't have to check them out like you do at Dice Tower East. You just grab a game, go play, put it back. But it's very hard to get into. And the only reason we got into it is in 2020, we had signed up for the 2020 Dice Tower East. Well, I don't know if you remember what happened in 2020.
Yeah, I recall.
So it obviously got canceled, got pushed to 2021. And then in 2021, it was just in that cusp of when it was to go, like we just weren't comfortable yet opening, 3,000 people and close percentage. So they canceled it again. So, and they had to pay, they're paying the crib and all this stuff. So they put out a kind of a flyer, and at the end of 2021, they're like, hey, if we did this small retreat of 300 people, we kind of space out, would you do it? And my buddy were like, absolutely. So since it was in Orlando, so we went out there, and there were only probably like 150 people at this point. And so we did it. So we basically got grandfathered in, and we're on the list as long as we pay every year. In fact, that reminds me, I need to pay tonight for next year's, or if I don't pay by tomorrow, I get kicked out. And there's a waiting list. And they literally start going down the waiting list.
You'd be at the bottom of the waiting list.
So I need to do that today to pay for next year.
I did not have a board game convention.
You're not invited, don't worry.
No? Okay. So I had okay week. I was back at the police department in Maitland doing headshots for their new hires. So we had like 5 or 6 people that came in. And so there's like a different contact person for me. And I think this was a situation of like just doing what the last person did because that's what worked, but without the reasoning behind it. So the last time I did headshots for the police department, I did them from 6:30 in the morning until like 7:30 because shift change was 7 a.m. So half of them I was getting on their way off shift.
That's a late shift change.
And then the other half I was getting on their way in. Well, this time, the guy was like, yeah, let's just set it up for the same as we did the last time, like early in the morning. Except all of those people, it was their day off. So they all had to come in at 6:30 in the morning on their day off to do a headshot, which I felt pretty bad about. I mean, I'm sure like it's nice that it's a slow time and nothing else is going on or whatever for the admin staff that had to be there. But yeah.
It's a late shift change. When I worked for OPD, it was 5:30 and 6. So it's staggered. So if you're in the like west side, one group would be 5:30 a.m. The other group would be 6. There's always coverage. And then that group leaves at 5:30 p.m., 6 p.m.
Gotcha. Yeah. They do 7 and 7. I don't know. I mean, it's a much smaller force, obviously, than Orlando. So I had that. Then I had a bride call. I'm super excited. So our friends, Matt and Kelly, purchased Moss Estates venue in Eustis.
We did a podcast there. And I've been booking a few weddings, like with them at Moss Estates, but I haven't had one yet. And so I had a bride call with my first one. I mean, I've shot there before, but my first one since Matt and Kelly took over. Yeah. So that's coming up in like a month. But super excited because I got to talk to the couple. Not bored with your story.
Yeah, that always happens. Then I also did branding photos for an Edward Jones office. They have like 2 financial planners, I guess would be their title, and then like 2 admin support staff. So this is the one I had asked you about with like the giant white backdrop. So we did their team photos and individual headshots and then like personality kind of environmental portraits of each of them. So yeah, it was really fun. I haven't done...
Shout out Evoto.
Yeah. True. I haven't done like team photos on a big paper backdrop in a very long time.
When's the last time?
I rented a studio that had like a cyclorama wall and I did family pictures there, but like on an actual paper backdrop.
We just call it a cyc wall. You'll have to say the whole thing. It's with the people on the inside.
Yeah. Okay. Well, whatever. But yeah, it was one of those like classic things where I sent them their gallery and I literally have not heard a single word since I sent it. And I'm like,
it's good or bad?
Mildly panicking. And then I saw like mutual friends the other day and they're like, oh, she was gushing about how excited she was about the photos. I'm like, wait, was it before she got them? Or like, no, they're like, no, it was yesterday. And I'm like, oh, thank goodness.
Do you remember the Evermore headshots with me? Same thing. Like normally my contact says, love them. Every once in a while they're like, hey, one person says, can you fix this? And I'm like, yeah. This time, zero feedback. And then remember how Macy was there? I heard from Macy. I heard from one of the Disney planners who was friends with Macy. The other day I was like, oh, Macy said she had headshot. She loves it. And I was like, well, I'm glad, because I hear nothing from nobody.
I know. So when my friends were telling me that, I was like, oh, good, because I haven't heard a word from any of them. So I'm glad.
No news is good news.
Yeah. So, and then I had a family portrait for a family. This will be my third. This is my third year taking pictures for them. And
Don't you love families like that?
I love it so much. She literally just calls me up like, hey, time to schedule our portrait session, 30 minutes, which I don't offer 30 minutes. So she pays for the full hour. And we go to her house, and she has a beautiful home, like iron spiral staircase on the pool deck kind of home.
What does she do?
I have no idea. And then it's just like, okay, I want good pictures of the kids separately, one of them together, a couple of family spots, and then they're done. And that's it.
I have a family that I have shot every year, and they always want 2 hours paid. They only want to shoot for an hour just because they're like, oh, we know it's such a, like with kids and stuff. So they always pay me 2 full hours.
Wow.
And we do an hour family portrait. And a family portrait is actually about 30 minutes, especially because their kids are little.
That's beautiful.
I know.
I will say this family, we always go over the 30 minutes because I'm not keeping to that time frame, but it's a very like calm, relaxed. We're never like racing against the time. And they know what they want. They actually showed me this time, they had me go up to the kids' playroom, and in the playroom, the wall is just covered with canvases of individual shots of the kids and then the kids together. So that's what they want. They want, to add, the next year portrait up on the wall and then have a nice family photo. That's all they want.
Is that
Which honestly, like, I feel like that's what most families end up using
correct?
from their session. So
Correct.
it's wonderful. But that was my week.
No, that's a green card.
Oh, you can understand why I'm confused. So we thought today we would talk about a toy that is not a scam, but sometimes feels like it is. Yeah, what's your favorite Lego?
Lego. So, first off, the hill that I die on in my life is the plural of Lego is Lego. For the
Yes.
record. So it's not Legos. I don't have
Yes.
a bunch of Legos. I have a bunch of
Lego. Yes. I'm
I have
not
a Lego and I have a bunch of Lego.
Yes.
That's the only thing in life I care about is that people call it Lego. I have stopped. I used to collect a lot of Lego back in the day. I have stopped over the years because it has gotten stupid expensive.
It really is.
But the sets are really cool though. So, but like I said, I've kind of transitioned into board games as my super nerd hobby, but I will still get a Lego if it needs to speak to me directly. Polaroid camera.
I still want that one.
Better hurry, it's going to get discontinued soon.
I know.
Like the Jaws set, the movie Little Diorama. Stuff that like actually speaks to me. If they did a Lego Tower of Terror, I would spend $1,000 on it. I'm just telling you right now, if they built one that moved and like dropped,
Lego, are you hearing this?
yeah, if they did that, I'd spend $1,000. So it has to speak to me instead of just buying it even if it's cool. But the sets that I still have that I love, I do have the Titanic,
Oh my gosh.
and it is the best set I've ever built. It is awesome.
Like where we're sitting right now, the Titanic is longer than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's so cool. So I love it. That's an all-time set. When I was a kid, I had, and I still remember the name, it was called the Futuron Monorail Transport System. Do you remember those very few that they had the monorail system? Well, I had the space one. And that thing, if you had it new in box right now, it goes for like $5,000 to $10,000. And my mom sold it or threw it away.
Oh no.
Like when I was in college, still had it, but it's gone. And I would do anything for that set. That was an all-time with the train just moving through. It wasn't a train because it would go up, and so that's one of my favorite sets. Well, let's go. What do you got before I go?
So
Currently, I would say of what I have now, which isn't a lot, the Titanic is it's awesome.
okay, so Ryan is the big Lego collector in our family, right? So we have things that are our sets. But they're really Ryan sets. He's on his way to making a little Lego city. And but some of the things I do like the miniature castles. So here's it in my head. Like, I can't fully enjoy a Lego set if I can't imagine where it's going to live once it's built.
Sure.
So, like, the miniature Lego castles, like the Disney castles, I think are so fun. Like the Haunted Mansion, the like Magic Kingdom, Cinderella Castle. We haven't gotten the Sleeping Beauty one yet, but we need to. There's like the Ariel's castle. Like, those are all adorable. Big fan. I personally have, it's so sad, it's not even a full set. It's the little library that was like a gift with purchase probably a year ago. But it's just so cute because it's like bookshelves with books on it, and there's like a little armchair, and the girl's in the armchair with her book.
Perfect.
So stinking adorable. And it's on our bookshelf in our new IKEA, like 3-shelf thing. Love that one. And then the big thing that I really love is we have a Christmas Village, a Lego Christmas Village.
So do we, actually. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. So that's like my favorite. It's currently in our spare bedroom somewhere that we have not unearthed. We need to find it since we moved.
Yeah, you need to put it out.
So we can put it out this year. But yeah, that's probably my favorite Lego that I have. Is the whole, we have the train, not the newest train, but the old,
Same. I have it.
most recent holiday train. We have like the Santa's elf workshop.
I have the first one.
Oh yeah.
Toy Story, the bakery. I've been buying them since the beginning. I've only skipped a few because they got weird with their scale. Like they were smaller, and then they made these houses that were way too big, didn't fit the scale. And now they've come back to kind of like a nice.
Yeah, I would say we started maybe 2018 and then bought like every set 2018 to 2023. I think we skipped last year. We either skipped last year or the year before. I can't even remember which set was which. But then I think I want to buy the new train.
They have 2 trains. It's okay.
You know, the new train is so cute with the polar bear on it.
I had all the original modular buildings from day one.
Yes.
Cafe Corner, Market Street, Green Grocer. If you're a Lego fan, you know exactly what I'm talking about. All the way up through the movie theater. And I don't regret it, but I had to sell them at the time. Just financial, I think we moved back. We just needed money. So we're tight. And so I sold the Cafe Corner used, no box, for $1,000. And that was 10 years ago, maybe.
I know we knew each other when you sold it, but yeah, it was a while ago.
And I think the Green Grocer got me $800, and the Market Street got me like $600 or $700. Used, no box, just instructions and the parts.
There's like theories that investing in Lego is more financially sound.
So
crazy.
That's probably my only, because I love those modular buildings. They come out with one every year, and every year it just it kills my heart. It's ridiculous. I don't know where I'd put them all, but that would be my, like, if I came into any kind of money, I'd be like, I'm going back and buying every single one to build again and have it displayed.
Ryan has like the Marvel modulars, not all of them, but
my son has the Daily Bugle.
Yeah, he has the Daily Bugle and he has the Sanctum Sanctorum, but he doesn't have Avengers Tower.
Oh, the X-Men one, which
he does have the X-Men house. I believe the X-Men house is how I got my little library.
Oh, okay.
Brian got it. He did it for me.
What a lovely gift with purchase. Is this a Lego podcast? Because I'm okay with that if this turns into a Lego podcast.
Okay, but
welcome to the Not Legos podcast.
One of the sets that's out right now that like really has caught my eye is the Wicked bookends.
You know, they did one with Shakespeare too, and I'm saying if they continue this, that's actually I think it's a very smart trend.
Because I've already got the bookshelves.
Yeah.
And they would fit on the bookshelves, and they're so stinking cute. I love that Bowen Yang was made into a minifigure. Like, I can't describe how much joy that brings me. But the sets are just so cute, and I can't afford it. It's like $130 or something. I mean, I could afford it, but like, I can't justify
do it.
spending that much money. But my friend Patty and I talked about buying it and splitting it. Like one of us gets the Elphabas half and one gets the Glinda half because it's 2 bookends.
Yeah.
So we might do it and split it, and
The Shakespeare one is one of those 2 of the bookends that you can put it in between the books.
the book nook.
The book nook.
Those are cute too.
It also opens out. I think they should do more of all of that.
They have Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
They have,
I can't remember the other ones.
I can't remember either. They were like licensed. But yeah, those book nooks are cute too.
Any Lego cameras, the Polaroid camera, I purchased, even with like the 3-in-1 creators, the ones that are like this big. Anytime there's a Lego camera, yoink.
I have like a mini one from, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
It's actually on, I don't know if you could see it on our set for the podcast, but it's on the bookshelf behind us for the podcast. Yeah. But yeah, I have the little mini one. I think I'm going to get the Creator 3-in-1 one. Every time I'm like, okay, I'm definitely going to go get it. Then they're sold out wherever I'm looking. But the Polaroid one, it just looks so good.
So good.
I do have Walt's camera.
So do I.
Yeah.
Just for the camera.
Yeah.
Everything else was, I don't care.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Titanic. Come check it out at my house. It's actually currently unbuilt because we did a whole rearrange as we made the spare bedroom more into a guest room, and our little loft at the top of the stairs is going to become the Jacob's stupid toy shelf.
As far away from sight as possible.
But this, for me, it's not for anyone else.
Yeah.
But it has all my knickknacks from like, I don't know, like I have all my Rock Roller Coaster, memorabilia, Tower of Terror, everything that I worked at. Like I don't have a Tower of Terror hat, obviously. So I don't have that on there. Or a Jungle Cruise hat. I definitely don't have that on the shelf. And then all just like my little fun, boy knickknacks I've gained throughout the years.
Yeah.
I've kept every like badge that I've ever worn for like a shoot. Like if I had a special, unique backstage access badge, MegaCon badge, all those I've kept. And I have them hung like I don't know. I think that's cool.
I am so sad that, well, not really. I'm excited to be here because I think we're going to sound a lot better. But I'm sad that you're not at my house because I have cleaned out my office.
But you sent me pictures.
Yes. Like my desk is completely cleaned off.
I don't believe you.
But it made me think of it because I found a bunch of badges from jobs that I had worked. And I was like, I cannot keep this any longer. It wasn't a MegaCon one. I would keep that. But it was like that 3-day conference that you and Mike shot with me. Like I still had that badge. I was like, nope, trash.
It's got to be something like cool.
Yeah. But sometimes they get...
But do you remember like Lookout? Like they had special badges to like, because they had so much unique things in security. I kept that. I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah. I do have all my MegaCon ones. But yeah, I just had to hit a point where I was just tossing some stuff that I had been hanging on to for no good reason.
Because you're a hoarder in that desk. I didn't say whore, I said hoarder.
The cute little corgi in a sweater just walked by. I want him to come in and be on our podcast.
And now he's taking a dump.
So, anyways.
All right, don't get scammed.
Yeah, don't get scammed. Buy more Lego, I think.
I just got an email from somebody. This seems legit. I gotta go.
Bye.
Bye.